You know, I really admire the people who make gardening look effortless and make it look like it's so like not hard work when in reality it really is. Like you see in the movies ladies just kneeling down in their Sunday best, it looks like, or their casual best, and um, I mean, they just look so neat and put together. But this is reality. This this is what it looks like. I'm sunburned because I didn't put any sunscreen on, and I actually didn't even plan on planting stuff today. Um, but I went to a plant sale and I got some peppers and brought them over to Mom's house. Can't really tell, but there's the part of the garden. um, anyway, this is what gardening really looks like. It's messy. You get sweaty, and if you're smart, you don't wear good clothes because you get dirty. Anyway, I bought what, like 5 pepper plants. A couple of them are medium to spicy, and 3 of them are um, not spicy and sweet. So, what else did I get? I got 3 tomatoes. Um, I planted a super sweet 100 at the garden at Mom's house. I have a sun gold that I'm going to plant at my front door at my apartment, and I have another. It's called yellow sugar, I think, or yellow sweet something. I don't know. Then I'm gonna take to Chloe because she likes yellow tomatoes, yellow cherry tomatoes. So I'm gonna plant those over at Jesse's house. Anyway, I finally got to the plant sale. She's kind of petering out. She didn't have much of a selection, but she did. I did get the very last sweet potato vine. It's like the lime green orange one that you use in pretty planter boxes. Always wanted one of those so I can keep it going for next year. Have no idea where I'm gonna put it, but I'll figure it out. Anyway, I'm gonna go home, take a shower, and eat and rest for the rest of the day because I'm working tonight and tomorrow night. It's Sunday, by the way. Sunday, 11:11 in the morning. So I'm gonna go to sleep and rest and eat. Just got home, unloaded my plants. There's the sweet potato vine. The tag on it says Vinca vine. So I'm gonna have to look that up and see if that's what the real name of that plant is. And sun gold and the other yellow cherry, I'm gonna plant those tomorrow. But I finally remembered the name of those flowers over there. Those ones that I bought from Sam's Club a couple years ago. They are peonies. Peony. Peonies. And they have not bloomed yet. Maybe this year, maybe next year, who knows. Mima said that they have a slow start, and the lady at the plant sale, she had one, and that's what reminded me of the name, because she had a picture of it, and she had the one plant left, and it was the same exact plant. So anyway, she also said that they get a slow start. So soon, hopefully, I'll have some peonies. But I'm just sitting here. I haven't even gone in the house yet. I just love my garden. And just as soon as I turned the corner over there, because I came in through the back, my mama robin flew away. Or maybe it's a daddy robin, I'm not sure. But I twisted the green stalk, so they were over here. Now they're over here on this side. And This is the garden. That little thingy there. That is just so funny. I need to pluck it out of there and give it some more space to grow so it can grow wide. It's Monday morning, just after 10, and I worked last night, got off at 7, and I came home to play in the front garden. I put half of my trellis up. It stops right here, but it'll go all the way up to here. I'll put the other piece on later once this tomato plant starts growing. This was really tall. It was probably 2 feet tall when I purchased it, and it was in such a tiny little thing. And it wasn't too terribly root bound, but a little bit. Anyway, I planted it pretty deep and mulched, and I put a couple of little marigolds there. And here I am thinking about, I think on this side I'm going to plant one of those teddy bear marigolds. And then on this side right here, I'm going to plant a cucumber. I have a bush variety, so I'm going to plant a bush cucumber here. And this tomato is a pot, like a bushing tomato variety. It's not, I think it's indeterminate, but it's not supposed to be like super huge. It's not supposed to grow super tall like the sun gold does. I dug out a spot right here and moved all that like clay soil and put it over here, and then I put an entire bag of compost and cow manure here. And this is where I'm going to plant my Green Doctor cherry tomato plant. And I'm going to put the other trellis, like that tomato tower, I'm going to put the other one here, because that Green Doctor grows pretty tall also. Went ahead and moved that thingy back there, and I planted all along the back foot or so from the building. I planted my leaves. What is it called? I swear, every time I get on the turn on the camera, I just can't remember the name of it. Caladium. I just, like, I'm so in love with it, but yeah, I can't remember the name of it half the time. My caladium, I planted, I didn't even count them, probably 20, 25 caladium bulbs. And I'm gonna leave the stepping stones there so that when I'm picking, I have a solid surface to stand on. So yeah, I'm gonna plant the tomato here, a couple marigolds around it. I topped off this pot with some fresh compost and gave it a little bit of slow release fertilizer. And and I planted the sweet potato vine here. So, and I also put a couple caladium. There's one on this side, like right here, and then one on this side over here. And same in this pot, a couple caladium. Yeah, so later, maybe in a week or two, once the amaranth plants that are started in the back patio, once those are a little bigger, I'm going to put one on this side here and then one on this side here. And I think they're going to both be different colors. To be honest, I've lost track of what's what. I might have 2 or 3 that are the green one. It's called Green Love Lies Amaranth from seedman.com. And then I think I have one that's growing also that's like the peachy color. I forget the name of it. And then I think I have one more that's red, like a dark red. So I'm not sure which ones. I might put the dark red one in this pot and the peachy colored one in this pot. But we'll see. We shall see. Alright, well, it's time for me to go in because I am gonna eat. I cooked some chicken, boiled some eggs, and I'm gonna make a salad from the fresh lettuce that I picked yesterday. Good morning. It's Wednesday morning, just after 10, and I slept all night, so I made myself get up this morning because I needed to do a few things. Walk the dogs, water the garden. And last night, I was up around 3 a.m. mixing my new bucket of soil, because I needed to plant that tomato over there that I got from the plant sale. That tomato is going to Chloe at Jesse's house. She likes yellow cherry tomatoes. So it's not the sun gold, which I had in front of my house last summer, and she ate all the ripe tomatoes off of the plant, anytime she was over. So I told her this year I would get one for herself at her house, and that one is not a sun gold, like I said, but it is a yellow sweet cherry tomato. So that there was only one sun gold left at the plant sale, and of course that one was mine. Anyway, so yeah, I went ahead and planted quite a few things this morning. I planted up this new bucket, and this one has some squash in it, the black beauty zucchini and golden zucchini on the other side. I put three seeds here, 3 seeds there. These are the sunflowers, mammoth sunflowers that are popping up. Some beets, and I also threw in some seeds for that mammoth kale, and I think I see a couple of those coming up. Anyway, I overwatered this bucket this morning, so I had to take out some of the beets that were in this little sloshy part, and I planted them here. They were teeny tiny, so I hope they make it. I never really have any luck planting or growing beets. These are the bush beans that I planted last week. No germination yet, but soon. Peppers still all alive. They're looking kind of yellow though, so they probably need to be fed. These are the golden alyssum, and I put in some more purple coneflower because I see two little plants in there germinating, but nothing else. So I planted some more, and that's Chloe's tomato. All of these peppers seem to be germinating just fine. There's a couple organic poblanos. Nothing. Oh, I think I see a little sprout right there coming up. So still got to give it some time. That one's coming up also. Some of them are just slow starters, I guess. Slow sprouters. So we have the tam jalapeno, Jimmy Nardello, Golden Sunset, Shishito, and Marconi Red, but none of the corbachis germinated. And I used the packet that I bought last year, so I guess they didn't last very long. In this, I went ahead and planted some 4 o'clocks. So they're gonna get about 2 feet high. I figured it'd be okay because maybe I can train them to drape over, and if not, then they can climb up this the chains and look pretty like that too. So either way, it'll be fine. I planted some straight neck squash and crook neck squash. Both are early varieties. And they're both yellow. So I planted some in that little bucket. And then over here I planted those two little white buckets down there are purple coneflower also. And I bought these. These are blue fescue. Got those at Home Depot yesterday for my planter pots up front. I put some bush cucumbers here, white scallop and a yellow scallop squash there. Trellising cucumber in this one, and zucchini rampicante in this one because the bugs ate the two that I planted at Mom's house. And trying the lemongrass again. We'll see this time. I don't know. I'm bottom watering these plants, so they're just like sitting in 1/4 inch of water. So maybe the lemongrass will germinate that way. I don't know. Maybe they're just duds. Maybe the seeds just aren't that great. My mama bird is watching me from a distance. She's flying up there. But she keeps flying out every time I open the door or every time I walk from around the corner over there. Look at these runners. I need to cut them because my strawberries are not producing. They're just making runners. Oh, I see some flowers. Awesome. I'm letting that lettuce bolt because it's time. For one, it's getting hot, but also the little nest is right here. My little nest is there, and here it is. I'm just trying to protect the nest with some shade and cool. Keep them, I guess keep mama cool. I don't know. I haven't been snacking on my beans because I'm trying to let them get big, like this one. Big and fat. Because I noticed that they're sweeter when they're big like that. I'll open them up and the little peas inside are just so sweet. Garden candy. So good. Anyway, this is how the garden's doing so far. Everyone seems to be thriving with the warm temperatures. And I just wanted to give you a little update, see how it's doing. Yesterday was my only day off this week, so I didn't make it over. Well, I did make it over to Mom's house Sunday and Monday mornings, I think. Maybe it was just Sunday morning. That's when I went to the plant sale. Yeah, Sunday morning I went. Anyway, I didn't really record over there because I hadn't planned on doing any planting, and it was just a whim, really, and so I wasn't ready. I didn't have my phone with me. See what I mean? When you crack them open, the little peas are a pretty good size. I could have let it grow a little more so they'd be bigger, but they are so sweet, and so I eat the little peas out. But I'll eat the whole thing. I eat the whole pod, but first I snack on the little peas. I also wanted to mention that if you remember last year, I had zero luck growing these bush beans on the green stalk, but they have become quite large this year, and they are even flowering. Look at that, flowers. And up here, flowers. So I'm pretty darn excited about that. I don't know. Last year, I have no idea what the problem was, but I was just beside myself because I couldn't grow them. Anyway, excited. Soon I'll have some bush beans to harvest.